Hermantown's early years, there was a strong need for people to be self-sufficient. Because of this, many early businesses were agricultural in nature.
Businesses in Hermantown were mostly, a lot of it was farming. There was a lot of farming communities, and there was a lot of dairy farms, and a lot of truck gardening farms. And there wasn't a lot of business in Hermantown years ago. That everybody was pretty much self-sufficient as far as they raised their own garden. They'd raise their chickens, and they'd have their animals. They'd have probably raise a beef cow, or chickens, pigs, and cows would be the most, plus a big garden, you know.
One vital traditional business in any small pioneering community was the corner store. Hermantown was no exception, having seen such stores open as early as the 1890s. These small corner stores carried almost all the necessities for daily life. One could find gasoline, clothing, groceries, and hardware items for little money. Due to one of the railroads in 1892, Adolph Bjorlin opened a general store at the corner of Morris Thomas Road and Midway Road. A post office was later added in honor of Adolph. This business is still active today. Gil Erickson's store was another corner store opened in Hermantown back then. In 1920, Bernard Nelson opened this store. This store has been in the family for 56 years, as of 1976, and is still with us today.
Well, across from the Jackson School was Gil Erickson's store, and if you had a penny or a nickel, now I lived down where the oil refinery is now. We had a nursery there, and we sold our nursery because the 4-lane highway came in, and the highway department bought our nursery and our plants and flowers, and you know what? They bulldozed them all right into the road. They didn't save any of the plants. They just bulldozed those all down. But that's where I lived. But if we had a nickel or a penny, we would walk up to Gil Erickson's store. That was on the corner of the Miller Trunk and Lake. And Einer Nelson, or the Einer Nelson family, had a store on the opposite corner. Those were the two stores. Now you say businesses. Most of them were farmers. Some of them worked at the work farm.
Steinley Nurseries was located on Uggstead Road and Miller Trunk Highway. Mr. and Mrs. Arthur Steinley owned and operated 40 acres of land with the help of their children. Arrowhead Concrete was founded by Martin Carlson and his friend in 1937. The money that started the business came from an Irish sweepstakes ticket that was traded in for money. Later, Martin learned that the horse they had bet on lost the race. This company today is still being operated by Martin's grandchildren. Now, most corner stores have been demolished or shut down. More bigger, faster, and variety-run businesses have moved in. Even though the businesses in Hermantown have grown, we still have the historical businesses that are still here to remind us how much we have changed and grown.